But who was there after me was stunning. Let's get there. Let's get into the dry coochie juice.
Let's ask this question for a chat. So you conceived in March? No. I had in April. I got in April 5th. That's when I conceived. The 5th.
Listen, I don't listen to nobody she say. If it didn't come out of his mouth, I don't believe it. Like I said, how long has it been since I told this nigga I was pregnant? If I'm lying, then he just think I'm lying. I'm just gonna be pregnant while he think I'm lying.
Yo.
Yo, Carissa Saffold really put hands on her son's pregnant girlfriend at his own welcome home party the same night he got out of prison. Let that sink in for a second, gang. This man did his time, came home through a celebration, and his own mother turned it into chaos. We've got video of Neva Akira yelling, "That pushed me." Meanwhile, Blueface, whack, 100 and a whole crowd are scrambling, trying to pull his mom off the woman now carrying his 4th child. This isn't rumor. This isn't Twitter talk. This is on camera with witnesses in this. It's just the start of a war that's still active right now as you're watching this. And here's what really had the internet going crazy. Carissa didn't stop at that one push. She went straight to Instagram, then to her stories. Then she called her own son a washed-up rapper, then labeled Neva 304, then called her a surrogate incubator, then threatened to expose her so badly her exact words, "I'll embarrass you so bad. You won't want that baby either." Yeah, she said she'd make a pregnant woman, not even want her own child. Y'all need to hear this whole story from the beginning because the media's been slicing it up and feeding y'all pieces. I'm about to lay everything out, start to finish the fight, the social media war, the threats, the blocking, the gender reveal drama, the April 2026 meltdown. All of it, every receipt, every quote, every move in order. Because there's a pattern here, nobody's really connecting, and once I break it down, you're going to see Carissa has been going after every woman in Blueface's life like it's personal, and now that one of those women is pregnant with her grandchild, she took it to a whole different level. Let's get into it before we dive into the madness. Let me give you some quick background because some of y'all might be new to this whole Blueface universe. No judgment, here's the breakdown. Blueface, real name Jonathan Jamal Porter, is a Los Angeles rapper best known for his 2019 hit of Oceana. He didn't just get famous for music, he blew up for being one of the innest, the breakdickies, most chaotic personalities on the internet. His personal life has been like a non-stop reality show for years. Way before any Zeus Network deal, he has kids with 2 women first, Jade and Alexis, his longtime baby mama. They've known each other for over a decade and share 2 kids, Javan and Journey, then Cena. There's Chrissy and Rock, a very public, very messy relationship the whole internet watched play out. Their son, Chrissy Jr., was born in 2023. Then Blueface caught a case in November 2023. He was arrested on felony charges in Las Vegas tied to a shooting, shooting.
Blueface appeared in court this morning. Police arrested Jonathan Jamal Porter yesterday at Lolo's Chicken and Waffles at the Hughes Center near Flamingo. A warrant was out for his arrest following a shooting that happened last month near Las Vegas Boulevard and Sunset.
He ended up doing time, and by late 2025, he was finally released. That moment should have been a reset, step out, breathe. Get focused, see your kids rebuild. That's not what happened now. His mother, Carissa Saffold Harvey, is not the type to sit quietly in the background cheering. She's got her own following. She goes live, she posts, she comments on everything, and she always has something to say about every woman her son dates, and she's never been the type to hold back. She spoke on Jaden. She spoke on Cian. She clashed with both of them publicly. So by the time Neva Akira came into the picture, Carissa already had a clear history of inserting herself into Blueface's relationships. Now, Neva Akira, 24 years old, started seeing Blueface almost immediately after he got out in late November 2025. She tattooed his government name under her chin. She was writing for him publicly from day one, confirmed. The relationship pulled up on his stream, stayed by his side. And now, as of early 2026, she's pregnant with his 4th child. A baby boy, they say. They're naming Solar Porter 3 generations in one of the messiest families in hip-hop. Now you know the players, let's talk about what really went down Blueface. Got out of prison, and within days, not weeks, Nev was already publicly linked to him. He cut off a woman named Hazel, who he had been briefly dating, telling her she was too old to be acting that young. She clapped back online. That was drama level 1. Then by December 2nd, 2025, just days after his release, there was a welcome home party in Los Angeles co-hosted by streamer Neon. Big crowd, good vibes, everyone celebrating him being free. But here's where everything flipped. Carissa was there. Nev was there, and according to video footage that circulated and was confirmed by XXL, Nev approached Carissa and Carissa turned around and pushed her, not a light nudge, a real push. Nev tried to swing back before Blueface, Whack, 100 and others rushed in to separate them, and you can clearly hear Nev yelling, "That Bosch pushed me." This all happened at his welcome home party. The man couldn't even celebrate freedom without his mom and his girl getting into a physical altercation. After the video went viral and the internet went crazy, Carissa jumped online with her side. She said, "When y'all find out what really happened, don't apologize to me." Later, she tried to tone it down, claiming Nev had fallen into her from behind and she didn't even know who grabbed her, said it was a misunderstanding, and that after everything, they actually had a great night. She even wrote, "I actually like Vanessa Williams," seemingly referencing Nev saying they had some kind of relationship while Blue was locked up. People to stop assuming so publicly. She framed it like miscommunication, like it was over, squashed, done. Except it wasn't done, not even close, because even after that, Carissa couldn't stay out of it. When Nev got Blueface's government name tattooed under her chin, a serious "a ride for your man" move, the internet noticed it was misspelled, and Carissa, she jumped online to correct it, quoting the Bible while pointing out the proper spelling of her son's name. She just couldn't let it go, even in a moment that had nothing to do with her. She inserted herself. Then mid-December 2025, something else surfaced. An Instagram story from Nev showed what looked, and Alex showed what looked like a pregnancy test in the background of a mirror selfie. Nothing confirmed yet, but the internet ran with it. Comment sections went wild, and guess who showed up in those comments, adding fuel? Carissa Saffold. She dropped one of the messiest takes possible. "He ain't been out 60 days. Why would a woman want this before you even get off parole?" He thinks it's because she loves him. Or read that again. His own mother publicly suggested Nev might be trying to trap him. She basically said getting pregnant that fast couldn't be real love, and once she put that out there, the internet took off with it. People started talking DNA tests, questioning the baby was even his, saying Nev had an agenda. Carissa didn't shut that down. She fed it by February 22nd, 2026. It all became official Blueface, and Nev went live on Twitch and confirmed the pregnancy. He said he was focused on one thing, a healthy pregnancy and a healthy baby. Said Nev wouldn't be in clubs, no drinking, no smoking for 9 months. He looked locked in. People even thought he was throwing subtle shots at Chrissy Rock, considering all the public drama during her pregnancy. The internet debated that heavy. Carissa even jumped into that conversation, talking about how Blueface was hurting from not seeing his son Chrissy Jr., saying was in denial and blaming people online for encouraging unhealthy behavior during that pregnancy. She was speaking on everything all at once. But when it came to Nev's pregnancy, specifically right after it was confirmed, Carissa actually showed what looked like support. She posted, "The kids are a blessing. If he's happy, I'm happy. Congratulations to them both. And may God bless the baby." She even said she already knew it was a girl coming for a moment. She played the supportive grandmother role. But everybody already knew that peace wasn't going to last, because within days the gender reveal happened. Blueface and Nev announced they're having a baby boy, Solar Porter. Yes, Solar Porter is on the way. And Carissa, instead of just congratulating them and moving on, she went online talking about how Nev grabbed Blueface like she hit the jackpot. She mocked her reaction at her own gender reveal, said she wasn't mad, but the sarcasm was loud. Nev blocked her, and Carissa went right back online complaining about it. All unblocked in the first trimester. This why people shouldn't have babies with strangers. She got shaded and immediately flipped it into a public complaint, but that block, that was Nev drawing a line clear and simple. She wasn't letting negativity into her space. While pregnant, she posted on her Instagram story, "For those trying to bring negativity to my life, I wish y'all endless blessings. I'm overly blessed, no hatred in my heart, happy with my little family," said she. Was going ghost to enjoy her boys. She even reposted a quote, "No weirdo energy will prosper against me." She was clearly talking about Carissa, but kept it peaceful. No messy clapbacks, no escalation, just protecting her energy and her unborn child. But Carissa, she still wasn't done. Now fast forward to April 2026. Blueface is deep in his streaming era, constantly going live with Nev. During one of those streams, Carissa calls in and asks him to promote her book. Blueface asks her directly on stream if she supports his relationship. She says yes, then he asks her to apologize to Nev
Are
live.
you supporting me and my baby mama or not?
Jonathan, if I wasn't supporting your baby.
She pushed back, saying they had already apologized to each other. He said he wanted her to apologize to him. She reminded him she already did that like 60 episodes ago. He told her to do it again. She fired right back, asking if he was going to apologize for allegedly betting Chrysian Rock to fight her, bringing up an old accusation, and Blueface snapped back, saying she should have fought better. The call got heated, it went left, and then it got worse after the stream ended because Nev, watching all this unfold, spoke up during the stream too. She said it was all love, said she wouldn't disrespect Carissa, wouldn't call her out her name, wouldn't talk down on her, wouldn't call her an old hoe, wouldn't be twerking at that age, and wouldn't have 3 baby daddies. That last line. Yeah, that was a direct shot, clean, calculated, and very intentional. And she said it while carrying Carissa's grandchild. Carissa went online and exploded. She called Neva 304, called her a surrogate incubator, called her an ass reject albino. She wrote to Jonathan, "You ain't allowed to fraternize with criminals with criminals, get rid of that 304. Then added, I got baby daddies and never disrespected one of their mothers, and I married one." And she still wasn't done on April 8th, 2026, just days after that stream. Alexa posted again. This time she went nuclear, even targeting her own son. "My son is a washed-up rapper with a group of dirty pennies for BM, and nobody gives a how you feel about me. I'll buy another son." She called Nev's supporters trailer park trash. Groupies warned people not to disrespect her, saying, "If you sit up with a groupie and try to call me a 304, I'm coming to take what's left. And when the ends left." Then came the wildest post of this entire situation. Carissa wrote, "I'll say something else to disrespect me. And I'm posting info about that 304 that's going to make the last one look like a saint. I'll embarrass you. So bad you won't want that baby either. Try me." She threatened to expose something so damaging that a pregnant woman might not even want her own child anymore. Let that really sink in. The grandmother of the unborn baby threatening the mother like that during pregnancy. And when people asked what even started all this, Carissa said Blueface was just showing off for a rat per usual. She called the mother of her grandchild a rat while she's pregnant now. The internet split completely in half. Some people rode hard for Carissa, saying she had every right to check a woman speaking on her personal life and throwing shots about baby daddies. They called it mama bear energy, said she was protecting her son. Others felt Nev crossed a line. First by bringing up Carissa's personal life on the stream, but a huge part of the audience said what needed to be said. Carissa is the common denominator. She went through this with Jaden, she went through it with Chrysian Rock, and now she's going through it with Nev. Every woman that enters Blueface's life, it turns public, messy, and hostile. And remember, this didn't start with the stream. This started with a physical push at a party before the pregnancy was even confirmed. The issue with Nev wasn't new. It didn't begin with those comments. Started the very first night she stepped into Blueface's life. Now Blueface's own reaction back in December 2025, right after that welcome home fight, was one of the wildest things he's ever posted. And that says a lot. He went on X and wrote directly to his mother, "Mom, we could never have sex. I'm not into that. Please stop being so invested in the women I'm laying down with. It's kind of weird, like you jealous or something. We can never lay down together. You not my type." Then followed it up saying, "Anytime y'all see my mom targeting my lady friends, let her know this is what your son is talking about, because I don't get the correlation. I just want her to stop sabotaging my relationships." He publicly told his own mother to stop acting jealous of his relationships. That alone shows how far this dysfunction has gone. It should never reach a point where a grown man has to say that publicly, but here we are. And there's another layer people aren't talking about enough. While all this is happening, while Nev is pregnant, while Carissa is threatening to expose her, while the internet debates everything, a different woman, Rhea Coleman, popped up in late April 2026, claiming she's also pregnant by Blueface. She posted what looked like a positive pregnancy test with a December 2026 due date, along with alleged messages between her and Blueface from earlier that month. Blueface went live, seemed to respond, and Carissa, she jumped in the comments and wrote, "Now we know the font fit the profile type, but I'll take all babies that pass the DNA test." So she's basically pre-approving other pregnancies as long as there's a DNA match, while at the same time threatening to destroy Nev, the one confirmed to be carrying her grandchild. That contradiction is wild. Y'all really need to step back and look at the full picture, because this isn't just timeline drama anymore. There are real patterns here. They go deeper than social media first. This is textbook relational interference every woman in Blueface's life positions herself against the real question is why is it protection? Maybe partly he just got out of prison. He's on parole. He already has 3 kids. A fast pregnancy with a new girlfriend raises real questions, but there's a way to handle that privately. And then there's what Carissa does, taking every thought to the internet and turning it into conflict, calling a pregnant woman a surrogate incubator, threatening to embarrass her into not wanting her baby. That's not protection anymore. That's harmful. Second, Blueface lives his entire life publicly on purpose. He streams everything, posts everything, brings his family and relationships into the spotlight because attention is part of his brand, and that gives Carissa a stage. Every disagreement gets amplified. The chaos isn't accidental. It's built into the system. Third, Neve's approach has been noticeably different from how Chrissy and Rock handled things. She's not matching energy, not crying on live. She's blocking, posting peaceful messages, and choosing to step back and protect her pregnancy. Whether that lasts or not, we'll see, but the contrast is real. And fourth, the real one affected here is the baby solar porter. He's coming into a world where his grandmother publicly called his mother a criminal, a 304 surrogate incubator, and threatened to destroy her before he was even born. His parents' relationship started with a physical altercation. His father has kids with multiple women, and another possible pregnancy claim floating around this child is stepping into chaos before even taking his first breath as of April 2026. Here's where things stand. Nev is pregnant, moving into later stages, has blocked Shoal. Carissa and is publicly choosing peace while staying by Blueface's side. But let's be real, posting peace doesn't erase the pressure. She's carrying a child while reading posts from her boyfriend's mother, calling her a 304 and threatening her. That stress is real. Carissa is still posting, still loud. Carissa is still posting, still loud. Still hasn't backed down, still throwing shots at every woman in her son's life, including her own son. But don't get it twisted, Carissa isn't clueless. She's calculated. She knows exactly what she's doing online. She understands the audience. She knows what gets attention. She's built a following off this chaos. So the real question isn't if she'll stop, it's whether anyone in that family will ever have a real conversation behind closed doors to change this dynamic, because every time things cool down, something sets it off again. Blueface is deep in his streaming era, trying to present himself focused father-to-be while juggling multiple baby mamas. Another pregnancy, claim police, shutting down a party in Tarzana in April 2026, and his own mother going to war with his pregnant girlfriend online. And here's the craziest part, he's the common thread in all of it. His choices put everyone in the light. Same orbit. His decisions to stream everything involve his family and move the way he moves. That's the engine driving all of this. He's not just in the chaos, he built it. This situation isn't over, it's ongoing. And the wildest part, all of this is happening while a baby is on the way. Every post, every threat, every insult, it's all permanent. Solar Porter will grow up and be able to see everything. Every post about his mother, every clip of that fight, every comment made before he was even born. That's the reality he's stepping in. The crazy part, nobody involved seems to be thinking about that. It's all about who disrespected who owes who an apology, while the baby becomes background noise in a story that should be centered on him. So here's the real question. At what point does public family drama turn into something that actually harms the next generation? Blueface grew up in chaos that became content. Is Solar about to inherit that same cycle? Because if nothing changes, not a social media apology, but real change, then this child is walking straight into the same mess. Real, recognize real, gang. And what's real right now? This isn't just drama. This is a family crisis playing out in front of millions, and nobody looks ready to step off the stage. Drop your thoughts below. Was Carissa protecting her son, or did she go way too far, threatening a pregnant woman? And did Nev provoke it on that live, or was she just defending herself? I want to hear from you.